If I asked you what a healthy heart sounds like, you'd probably describe a steady, rhythmic lub-dub, lub-dub. We've been conditioned to think that consistency is the gold standard of health. We want our clocks to be steady and our hearts to beat like a perfect metronome. But here is the startling truth that modern cardiology is just beginning to scream from the rooftops. A heart that beats with perfect, robotic regularity is a heart that is terrified, exhausted, and on the brink of a breakdown. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. If your heart rate is too perfect, your nervous system is likely locked in a cage. Today, we're going to explore the HRV crystal ball. We're going to look at why chaos is actually a sign of life, why variability is the ultimate measure of your resilience, and how you can stop your body from being stuck in a permanent state of fight or flight. Please take a second to like the video and leave a comment. Your engagement is a huge help to the channel. Let's break down the core concept. What exactly is heart rate variability, or HRV, and why does a highly variable heartbeat mean you have a bulletproof nervous system? Most people think that if your heart rate is 60 beats per minute, it beats exactly once every second. That couldn't be further from the truth in a healthy body. HRV measures the tiny, millisecond fluctuations between those consecutive heartbeats. One gap might be 0.8 seconds, the next might be 1.2 seconds, and the one after that might be 0.9 seconds. This chaos is actually the result of a constant, healthy tug-of-war between the two branches of your autonomic nervous system. You have the sympathetic branch, your gas pedal for stress, and the parasympathetic branch, your brake pedal for recovery. A high HRV means your body is listening to both sides and can switch gears in an instant. A 2023 study published in Frontiers in Psychology confirmed that individuals with high HRV exhibit significantly better emotional regulation, higher cognitive flexibility, and a more robust immune response. High variability isn't a lack of rhythm, it's the ultimate sign of biological adaptability. It means you aren't just reacting to the world, you are dancing with it. Now, let's look at the flip side. Why does a perfectly steady, unvarying heart rate indicate that your body is locked in a chronic fight or flight stress response? Imagine you're driving a car and the accelerator is floored. The engine is screaming, and the RPMs are pegged at the red line. In that moment, the engine is extremely consistent. It has no room to fluctuate because it is maxed out. This is what happens to your heart during chronic stress. When your sympathetic nervous system takes total control, it drowns out the brake pedal. Your heart begins to beat like a metronome because it is under orders to be ready for a predator that never arrives. This state of low HRV is a clinical red flag. Research from the Journal of the American College of Cardiology in 2024 highlighted that a sustained drop in variability is one of the most accurate predictors of cardiovascular events and metabolic dysfunction. If your heart rate is perfectly steady, it's not because you're healthy, it's because your body is too exhausted to fluctuate. It's a sign of a system that has lost its ability to play jazz and is now stuck playing a single, monotonous, and draining note. To understand how to fix this, we have to look at the wiring. How does the vagus nerve act as the brake pedal for your heart, and why is yours currently disconnected? The vagus nerve is the longest nerve of your autonomic nervous system, and its name literally means the wanderer. It carries a massive flow of information from your brain to your heart, telling it to slow down, relax, and recover. This is vagal tone. When you have high vagal tone, your brake pedal is responsive and strong. You can experience a stressor, like a difficult email or a hard workout, and your vagus nerve quickly pulls your heart rate back down to a state of calm. However, in our modern world of blue light, constant notifications, and sedentary lifestyles, many of us are suffering from vagal atrophy. Because we rarely engage in the activities that strengthen this nerve, like deep breathing, cold exposure, or even social laughter, the nerve becomes quiet. When the vagus nerve is disconnected or weak, your heart is left at the mercy of the gas pedal. You feel wired but tired, unable to truly drop into a state of deep repair. Reconnecting this brake pedal isn't just about relaxing, it's about restoring the fundamental communication line between your brain and your heart. Sometimes, you wake up, check your wearable device, and see that your HRV has cratered, even though you didn't have a stressful day. What external factors, like a late dinner or hidden infections, cause a sudden, dangerous plunge in your morning HRV? Your HRV is an incredibly sensitive BS detector. It sees things your conscious mind misses. For example, if you eat a large, heavy meal late at night, your body has to redirect an enormous amount of energy to digestion. This keeps your gas pedal active while you sleep, preventing the parasympathetic system from taking over. You might think you're sleeping, but your heart is working a double shift. Even more fascinating is the role of the immune system. A 2025 clinical pilot study showed that a significant drop in HRV often occurs 24 to 48 hours before you feel the first symptoms of a cold or flu. Your heart knows you're fighting a hidden infection before you do. Also, even just one drink acts as a potent vagus nerve suppressor, often tanking HRV for an entire night. When your HRV plunges, your body is telling you a story about its internal load. It's a check engine light that you cannot afford to ignore. The damage of chronic stress goes deeper than just feeling tired. How does chronic mental stress literally rewire the electrical pacing nodes of your heart? Your heart has its own internal brain called the sinoatrial node. This is where the electrical signal for each beat begins. Under normal conditions, the node is incredibly sensitive to the inputs of the vagus nerve and the sympathetic nerves. But chronic exposure to cortisol, the primary stress hormone, causes a process called electrical remodeling. Think of it like a high-voltage current running through a wire that wasn't designed for it. Over time, the wire becomes brittle and less conductive. A 2024 review in Nature Cardiovascular Research explained that chronic stress can actually change the density of the receptors on your heart's pacing nodes. You become desensitized to your own brake pedal. This is how heart rate chaos turns into heart rate rigidity. You are literally rewiring your heart to be less responsive to peace and more reactive to panic. This is why sustainable lifestyle changes aren't just nice to have. They are essential for maintaining the electrical integrity of your heart. The 5.5 secret: syncing your heart and brain waves. If you're feeling locked in, there is a manual override. What is resonance breathing, and how does it instantly sync your heart and brain waves? Most of us breathe shallowly and quickly, about 12 to 15 times per minute. This sends a danger signal to the brain. Resonance breathing is the practice of slowing your breath down to exactly 5.5 breaths per minute, which works out to about 5.5 seconds in and 5.5 seconds out. When you hit this specific frequency, something miraculous happens. Your heart rate, your blood pressure, and your brain waves all fall into a state of coherence. They begin to oscillate together. This isn't just calming down, it's an active stimulation of the vagus nerve. A landmark study from the Harmath Institute showed that just 5 minutes of resonance breathing can cause an immediate, measurable surge in HRV. You are essentially hacking your nervous system, using your lungs to force your heart out of its metronome trap and back into its healthy, variable rhythm. It is the most powerful, free, and immediate tool we have for nervous system repair. Finally, why are elite athletes and biohackers so obsessed with this one number? Why do they use HRV tracking as the ultimate predictor of longevity and recovery? In professional sports, HRV is used to prevent overtraining. If an athlete's HRV is low, a coach will dial back the intensity, even if the athlete feels fine, because the data shows the nervous system hasn't recovered. But for the rest of us, HRV is a longevity North Star. A 10-year longitudinal study concluded in 2025 found that HRV is one of the most accurate biomarkers for biological age versus chronological age. It tells you how much life is left in your system. By tracking and, more importantly, improving your HRV through sleep, nutrition, and stress management, you aren't just avoiding a metronome heart. You are actively building a nervous system that can handle the stresses of the 21st century with grace and power. Here is the doctor's verdict: allow your heart to be variable. Your heart is not a machine. It is a living, breathing, reacting organ that reflects the state of your entire soul. When you stop demanding that it be perfect and start allowing it to be variable, you open the door to a new level of health. You weren't designed to be a metronome, you were designed to be a symphony. Listen to the tiny gaps between the beats. That's where your resilience lives. You have the power to reconnect with your vagus nerve, to clear the stealth saboteurs from your life, and to sync your heart and brain. Start small. Take those 5.5-second breaths. Prioritize your recovery. Your heart will thank you with every beautiful, chaotic beat. I want to hear from you. Have you started tracking your HRV? What have you noticed about your own chaos? Let me know in the comments below. Stay resilient, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Please share, comment, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you, it helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos and keep growing.